What's going on, everybody?
Hi.
Oh, we can't hear you, Queen Mother. Feed
You
my
on mute.
dragon and dine as you like. I don't know where the fellas are, but we gonna kick things off. Carlton said he on his way. Hola. Master said hola, hola, people. Mesa.
Hey.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, we can hear you now. Hey, Candace. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We had to take a brief hiatus last week, but we back. And tonight we are going to give y'all episodes 4 and 5. So we hope y'all ready for the discussion.
That means we can't go every single thing, but we're going to
Right.
cover everything that we can. We ain't going to be on here all night now.
No, we are
Some
not.
of us
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that 4 and 5 are together because a lot of the action, it's like when they split up into the episodes, 4 is a continuation. 5 is a continuation of 4, excuse me.
Right.
Sorry, I'm having a little respiratory something right now. So if I'm giving you
something right now.
we got quite a few people asking if it is ladies' night. It is not. We are supposed to have some fellas, but as usual, they are late. Well, at least Carlton I know is coming.
TK is working, so
pretty. Yes, TK is working.
Thank you, Star.
Right. So let's kick things off, and we ain't gonna hold you all night, like Lit Cersei said. So we're gonna kick things off for season 1, episode 4. Queen Mother, you want to go and get us started?
Yeah, I can get us started. So at the beginning of episode 4, we are on the Bachelorette tour. And we are on the Baratheon's island. So that's who is hosting this particular event. And we have Lord Dondarrion with his ancient ass up there talking all the pimpology that he thinks he's talking. And he thinks he's so privileged that he can just step aside and get a sip and then keep talking about the marshes and Queen Alysanne. And so Rhaenyra has to crack him down. And she was like, was my grandmother as beautiful as they say? And he was like, well, it was a very long time ago. And she's like, precisely. Move along.
Half a goddamn century, your old ass. That nigga say your grandmama sure was fine. Fuck, man. My grandma.
So then we get into little Blackwood, and he might be 11, 12 years old. And he's trying to be all earnest and everything, and this is his first time doing anything like this.
Uh-oh. Internet grayscale and struck.
We ain't all stopped, did we?
No.
Nope.
So I don't know if you back, Queen Mother.
She back.
Okay.
All right.
We got you.
I'm gonna fix that in a minute. So I might have to get off and do something in a minute. But I'm on my phone, so it won't be as bad as it usually is.
Good. I'll just pick up where you are. So little Blackwood, goddamn it, he come in with he trying to be all. I ain't even gonna use the word I was about to use. He's trying to be a gentleman. I ain't gonna try that other shit because we'll be here for a little while. But he was on some. Your night, your days will be easy. Your night should be protected. You be safe. Don't even sweat it. I got you. Got you. And she was like, I like what you're spitting, but you like 10, so step.
Yeah.
And that's when the LeBracken dude started talking that shit. This is the funniest part of the whole fucking episode. Not the Bracken, but the black lady next to the Bracken nigga. That's who I was there. Because the whole time she like, oh, I know you ain't saying that shit. Ooh. I don't know if y'all saw, but I posted that shit in the fucking group, and she is fucking hilarious. That's the funniest shit ever. But basically, little Blackwood wasn't going though. I think his name was Samuel too. Little Samuel Blackwood. he wasn't going, goddammit. So Cuz was talking that shit, and Samuel drew down on it. And the rest is fucking history. He poked that nigga up full of holes. Shank, nigga.
Hey, talk shit, get slit.
Oh God, it fucketh around and findeth out.
Here we go. Hey, we just got the small shank tonight.
Right up your fucking alley. Put the blades away, Queen Mother. Little Blackwood didn't need no help. Mr. Bracken was quite cut up.
You know what? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's all I'm saying. And little Blackwood was ready.
Who say? No quarrel from me.
Okay. God. Oh, it's gonna be some nigga shit up in here tonight.
Oh, you already know. Look, so basically at that point, Rhaenyra was like, "Fuck all these niggas. I just really just want to go back home."
I go home. Yeah.
Fuck all this shit. Just take me home. What she sound like that girlfriend at the party? I'm ready to go home. Take me home. She was ready to get the fuck up out of there.
And so she calls ass back home, and on her way back home, a dragon swoops down and kind of bumps the ship, tips her over. She all disheveled, and we find out. Wait, say that again.
Damon did that shit on purpose. His pet ass.
Of course. So Damon, we find out Day back in town. He roll up, you know what I'm saying? He come in, they trying to receive Rhae, and he stroll in with a sword, and he drop it at his brother's feet. He like add that to the chair, my nigga. So
hold on,
do that, bitch.
Bless you. Why she have his necklace ready though? Sis, do you have a necklace in your pocket? Because you sure was like
had it on her.
Yeah.
That's
She
a comfort necklace.
Yeah.
So boom. So when he comes in with the sword, he tosses it at him. He like add that to the chair, my nigga. So Viserys is like, "What? You got a crown on your head, little bro. You a king now, nigga?" So they like they calling me king of the narrow sea, but you got it. Like, there's only one true king, my boy. I recognize it's you. I'ma bow down. You can have this crown and the motherfucking stepstones. So Viserys,
wait,
like,
are we in the middle of a alright, so boom without the so boom?
She did it.
I said, alright, so boom, I did it. I did it.
Okay.
You missed it.
I missed the boom.
You gotta get your ADHD under control, man.
It ain't the ADHD, it's the weed.
So
I can appreciate that.
He like, well, your boy. They like, well, he went on home already. So Viserys like, well, who the hell holding down the stepstones? He like, well, the ties, a few crabs, and about 2,000 dead ass niggas, but I don't think you're gonna have no problem with the stepstones no more. So the whole time he talking, Otto out there slithering around, trying to watch what's going down and see where he can get in. Right. So now somebody take over. Let's say, Cersei, you got it when they all out there celebrating.
Cool. So they out celebrating. Viserys obviously doesn't hold grudges. He's just worried about drinking. Like, so he's drunk as hell. He's making fun of Alicent.
Uncle Daddy is crazy.
Yeah, Uncle Daddy is crazy. He's making fun of Alicent. And eventually Alicent and Rhae are talking. And Alicent's basically telling her daddy's a bitch ass nigga, and she wish she would have had a choice to marry. But since she didn't, Rhae should be happy that she has.
I wonder how long that would take.
Then it's Rhaenyra and Daemon. Rhaenyra and Daemon are speaking. Of course, Rhae is putting it on him, and he's complaining about his wife, who he has not consummated his marriage with yet. But tells Rhae that he knows they're talking about getting married, and of course she doesn't really want to get married. but he is giving her advice not to live in fear, because her mama died. That don't mean you're gonna die in childbirth. Don't live in fear. So it was actually a good little scene between Rhae and Dae.
Facts. Damon looking at Rhaenyra like Drake look at a 17-year-old at a concert.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Queen Mother, you want to take Rhae and his map that he left?
Yeah, I'll take it from there. So she retires for the evening. And she, says goodnight to Sir Kristen Cole and everything. And she's, taking the earrings out, getting ready. And she sees this bag on her table. She's like, did somebody creep up in my room? And she starts taking the stuff out, and she's like, because it stank. Because somebody else done wore it. She's like, whose stuff is this? And so then there's a map in there. And she goes to the far side of her bedroom and finds the secret panel and opens the door. And she's like, oh my God. And then she changes into the clothes and she runs down the stairs through the back passage. And there's Damon with his black cloak waiting for her. And she's like, where are we going? What are we doing? Like happy puppy. And they go out into the city.
Fucking comment.
I said something about those the last time, and everybody just shooed me.
I
said something.
For the tapestry wanted that nigga to look at though. Forgot it was I forgot which tapestries she wanted that nigga to look at. That's crazy. Good point. Good call out.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
So they go out in the city and she's seeing all these people and carnival people and tightrope walking and stuff, and they roll up on a play talking about who will sit the throne. Will it be Aegon with the conqueror's name or a cock, or will it be Rhaenyra, who is the realm's delight? And they go through, and she's like, slander, which is funny. And Damon's like, you know what? You need to cut that shit and just listen to what the people are saying. And she's like, but I'll be ruling the people. And he was like, and shut up and listen so you know how to rule the people. And so they continue through town, and they go through some place and get some food, and she grabs something and runs off. And he's like, boy, come here. He's like, I'll take care of this. And she runs down the alley, and then bam, she runs into Sir Harwin Breakbones, who is, you know what? And I have to say this.
I have to say this. Shit.
Yeah. When just a quick comment on episode 2. So when she strolled back into the Kingswood with the boar, he raised the table 3 inches. Yes, he did. You could just see him raise the table 3 inches. But anyway,
he was about that action.
Yeah.
And he wanted that action with Rhaenyra.
And so we'll see where that goes in episode 5. But
y'all,
so Damon,
this is out of control.
Yes, Marisha. Yes.
Woo. Y'all are out of control.
Sorry.
Do you think if me and
so who wants to take over now? Because now she and Damon are in the pleasure house. So I'm not going there. I'm not fucking going there tonight. Somebody else take the trip to the pleasure house.
Before we go there, I don't want to take that part either. But I really love the way that they juxtaposed Rhae and Alicent and how they were living their lives with them being so close in age. Here's Alicent, who has, gone this path her father wanted her to go, and now she's stuck with old ass, decaying ass Viserys. Viserys, who looks like some kind of disease. And she pissed and she annoyed when they come in and tell her the king want to see you. And she's like, God damn it, again tonight. while Ray out there living her best life. So I thought it was very interesting.
Hey, that nigga is not dying too much to summon up some royal coochie.
Yeah.
Right.
that nigga had the servant go get her like, Queen, this ain't me, but your husband wants you, baby.
She walking there like, I know she's about to be pissed.
Allison woke up like
me crazy.
She looked at old girl. She was like, "The hour is late."
Really, bitch?
It is late, bitch. It's late as fuck. It's like, man, I
Mm.
know, but shit, that's your motherfucking husband.
Eric said, I know it smells crazy in there.
Yeah.
I'm not it smell crazy. Oh my God.
Hey, wow. I know
How
that's
did
wild.
she catch the leprosy? It wasn't leprosy. It wasn't nothing catching.
Hey, wounds festering and shit. That shit is nasty. Hey, did we also gloss over fucking Malos and them goddamn
Conversation with Rhaenyra and
Who?
say it again.
Did we gloss over Malos trying to give Viserys some goddamn leeches again, and Orwell being like, "Hey, I got some potions for this nigga that might help instead of them leeches," and Malos being like, "Nah, fuck them potions, give him the leeches."
We did gloss over that.
Episode, I know we doing two. I watched two. I'll let you
I know they've had a couple scenes where with these
I thought
leeches
and the potions
it may have been
it might
one.
not have been. Hell, who knows? But anyway,
I think it's the next one. I think it's in 5 where he does.
That's the next episode. I think they all running together. But anyway, so we still in the bowels of the goddamn pleasure house.
Yes.
Freaky ass Damon 69 god then took his niece down here. And it's getting fucking disgusting. There's a lot of freaky shit taking place. So like we are far beyond the level of grooming. We full on some just, hey, we perving out. And he like basically telling her like, yeah, you know, we royal, you married, but we Targaryens, we do what the fuck we want to do.
Yep.
More or less that's the kind of energy he was on. And so, you know, they start doing some freaky nasty shit. But then like halfway through it, for some reason, Daemon decides to like just cut it off and stop. Rhaenyra is still like trying to engage, and he's, you know, kind of pulling back. At that point, he basically leaves. He leaves Rhaenyra literally pants around the fucking house. At the pleasure house. And whole time she's being watched. They're being watched by this little spider. Daemon House OV hole. Freaky ass nigga. Freaky ass nigga. He's a 69 guy. But so yeah, little spy runs out, and we know right where he's going. He takes that news to the White Worm, you know. So yeah, and Rhaenyra sneaks her ass back to the fucking to the Red Keep or whatever, and you know she's seen by different servants. She walk in, Kristen like, bitch, what the fuck? And her little hot ass Damon got all hot and bothered, and she basically like, I am fucking somebody tonight.
You know, sometimes it just be that way. You know,
say, hey,
if you're not with the right one, then you'll get with the next one.
I'm fucking somebody tonight. Hell, right?
Wait, I thought Candace had a
right about now.
Damon had that targussy in sight and got scared when Ray was ready to go full city girl. I agree. I think he was taken aback. He thought he was in control, and when she threw that thing back, he wasn't ready. He was like, "Whoa, oh nope, we're not doing this."
See, I felt like he did it out of like the purpose that he wanted to achieve was fulfilled. He knew somebody was going to run back and report. So he wants Rhae, but he was able to hold it off because
yeah, like it seemed like it was part of a more elaborate plan.
Yeah.
And even like for Damon, this is his elaborate plan. Oh, I'm gonna make it look like we fuck, but I ain't gonna fuck her. But it look like we fuck, so they gonna say we fuck.
And we gonna have to get married.
And then I'm gonna hit my brother like, shit, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, this is Damon's mind we're talking about. This is not a logically sane human being. This is like a fucking sociopath we're talking about. So
Facts. He is a sociopath.
He is a fucking sociopath. My favorite sociopath though. So
But he still is what he is.
Goddamn sociopath. But yeah, so Kristen, like, what the fuck? Her little horny ass, like, hey, I'm tired. Just come on in here and fuck me. And the crazy part in all of that shit is while he is doing all this unhonorable shit, this nigga takes time to fold his little cape up proper. Like that was gonna make it better. Like, boy, if you don't take that fucking cape off and throw it to the fucking floor,
Right.
you on my fucking nerve.
So I think that was the equivalent of sliding the drawers to the side.
That's
just
fucking crazy. That's insane. That is insane, Queen Mother.
So they cut to White Worm sending Otto a message about Ray. And then the next thing we know, it's morning. Day is waking up in a room with what was her name?
Massaria.
Massaria, yeah, with that horrible ass fucking accent. You probably should protect me, dear man. Dear man. You are my prisoner, dear man.
She sound like Arnold.
God.
Oh my God.
That thing.
So they go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he feeling away. He like, I don't need you to protect me. You a hoe. And she like, I don't do that kind of shit no more. I'm a respectable woman with a business. Like, and I'm standing on business right now. So I'm on my way out. Nigga, I ain't pay for your room. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, fuck you and this bullshit. I'm out. So he's laying stupid. All right. So now we cut to Otto coming to talk to Viserys.
And that nigga couldn't wait, boy. I'm talking about, hey, nigga said, fuck the council, fuck the next morning. And nigga, your grace. Pressing news.
I don't know how you gonna take this shit. But
that nigga Otto was like, man, I really.
It's like ain't nobody pressed with you, Plotto.
Man,
right.
You're bad.
Why he look at Allison like he didn't expect her to be in there?
Right.
Nigga, that's her husband. You the one who sold her to him.
Nigga, like shit. It's late at night. You ain't fucking my daughter right now? Yes, nigga.
My hand might not work, but that sure does.
That nigga walked in there. He reminded me of what you call on Players Club. Your little cousin's a hoe. That's basically how he walked in the room. Nigga, your daughter's a hoe.
Yeah.
That nigga say she was at the Viserys was like, nigga, what? Shit, say the shit. He was like, man, she was at a pleasure house. That nigga Viserys said, what of it?
Like, fuck is you in here telling me that for 8 o'clock in the damn morning? What?
Hey, what of it?
Well, that was 6 o'clock in the morning kind of thing. 8 a.m. is business hours. 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah, you disturbed that.
That nigga like, she was in a pleasure house. So Otto was like, she was in a pleasure house with your brother. That nigga was like, nigga, so? And then nigga Otto was like,
he got the draws.
She was in a pleasure house fucking your brother.
Wait, Viserys was like, I know you fucking lying.
Get out of here. Nigga, I
don't believe this shit.
Whoever said that bullshit, nigga, I take their eyes out. Nigga, stop fucking lying. Like, damn, Viserys, you are blind, my boy.
But it really took that for him to see.
Sources.
Right. Yeah. It was a combination of Rhae talking to him and him to see, okay, Otto's motives are not pure. Why did it take you that? Why did it take all this for you to see that?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That nigga Otto said, bruh, I swear to God, my nigga, on the 7th, the service even seen this bitch coming home. Your daughter's a hoe.
Viserys
on the 7th, my nigga.
Viserys was like, nigga, your greedy ass so pressed to get this little ugly motherfucker on the throne. You gonna try to like cut my daughter? I see where you at with it. All right.
All the while Allison sitting there like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to use a finger no more. I'm gonna have to use my toe or my thumb or something because this bitch done went and just sold herself and is no longer a virgin. What the fuck am I gonna do? So she was pissed. Allison was heated.
Yes, she was.
No more fingering and lingering for you, ma'am. She done had a taste.
That shit. Allison like, damn, this hoe done found her some young meat. Now I gotta fuck this old nigga.
That's what you get for listening to your daddy.
So since Allison is mad, she's saying Kristen Cole to go get Ray so they can have a convo. Somebody want to take that?
Yeah, Kristen Cole pull up trying to play it cool, you know, and shit, Rhaenyra's in the room brushing her hair. She got her hair down and shit. She feeling all jovial. She all bright and just fucking going and shit. And Kristen opened the door and he trying to like.
That's some of that dragon afterglow.
Right, and he trying to play it cool, and Rhaenyra like, shit, we fuck, you my man now, come on in, babe. It's like, come on. And so, you know, that is what it is. But you know, Allison basically she ends up questioning Rhaenyra. They meet you know, underneath the weirwood, and she's basically like, hey, bitch, what the fuck? And she, you know, she heard the whole conversation between Otto and Viserys, so she like, hey, what's up? I heard some nasty ass shit about you. And Rhaenyra was like, what kind of nasty ass shit? And she was like, I heard you fucked your uncle in the pleasure house. Like they killing me just out so casually, like, damn, you fucked Damon? And Rhaenyra looking like, no.
I would never.
But you are lying. You are a liar.
That's why I'm lie by omission. Yeah, you didn't, but you did, Chris.
Right. And which was convenient. You know, she had the convenience of being able to lie her way out of that, and she would have gotten away with it we'll get there later, but she would have got away with it.
Yeah, we'll get there later.
Yeah. Oh God, that's exactly what she said.
My mama.
Oh, my mama ain't fuck that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all be lying. Y'all be lying just like that too, with a straight face.
Wait, what? Wait, what now?
What y'all?
He's right.
No, y'all. Thank you.
I ain't got to lie about it. If I got to lie about it, then I don't need to be.
He's saying us as a collective. He's not saying us individually. He's saying collectively. Women.
Oh yeah.
Won't crack at all. Oh my mama.
Now we can smooth talk and shit. We can smooth talk and shit. So I'll back you right on down.
Hey, Rhaenyra smooth talk.
And I'm gonna plead the fifth for that.
Rhaenyra was like, man, listen, okay, peep game. So he took me to a couple of bars. We had some drinks. That's it. He touched me. That nigga got drunk, went fuck the hoe. And I came home. Swear to God. Uh-oh, Cersei. Street saying you dry snitching.
I mean,
Street saying you dry snitching.
yeah, I know it's true. You just gotta do it right. Don't act surprised. Be calm.
Hey, Allison tripped me out though. Allison was like, you Targaryens do have some queer customs. She looked Rhaenyra ass up and down.
Like, girl, shut up.
Read her ass like a book. Like,
see, Ray.
You are married to a Targaryen that was married to his cousin.
Your kids are Targaryens. Your grandbaby's about to be your niece as well. Like, come on.
You are about to marry your son to his sister.
Exactly.
Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up.
You're gonna have double grandbabies, bitch.
Get the fuck up. Ooh, double grandbaby. Crazy.
So they drag Daemon. The king sends for Daemon as he stumbles half drunk back into the kingdom. And they drag him before the king. And basically, he don't deny the shit. Viserys is like, nigga, did you fuck my daughter? Daemon's like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Did you fuck my daughter, your niece? He like, well, listen, we related. Like, she about to be the heir. And this is what we do. Right, this is what we do in our family. Like, why is you mad? So Viserys is pissed off. He tells him, fuck you, go back to the Vale. I don't ever want to see your bitch ass again. So then it flips to Otto and Alicent talking. and they're kind of conversing about all that has transpired. Otto. Is it? Wait, I'm sorry. Did I write the wrong name down? It was Viserys and Alicent.
Yeah, Viserys and Otto are talking.
Viserys and Otto are talking. Okay. Somebody give us
no,
that.
No. Before that, it's Alicent and Viserys out on the balcony.
Oh yeah. And Alicent defends.
That's the scene.
Yeah.
That's the
okay.
Yeah, she's basically
give us that.
She's basically saying that she believes Rhaenyra, and that she's saying Daemon is lying. She don't believe that Daemon really did anything. She believes Rhaenyra, basically.
But Viserys at this point thinks that it has gone down.
Right.
So they are arguing about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and it has gone down, but not with who they think.
Right. So the next scene, Viserys is in the war room, and he has Rhae brought in there to him. Queen Mother, break that down for us.
So yeah, he sends for her, and you see them walking. She got 2 guards this time, and not just one. I was like, oh, this shit trying to be a little serious, ain't it? And so she goes in there, and he's talking about what he's heard and what has happened. So they're in his chamber. I thought they were in the small council, but they're in his chamber near the Lego set.
Mm-hmm.
And they proceed to basically have an argument about what's going on, why she won't get married, and all the things to that point. But then also he has put the cat's paw dagger into the fire so he can tell her the story that's on it. And then he proceeds to tell her about those previous Targaryens who were dreamers. And that's why it's written on the dagger, the Song of Ice and Fire. So they get into that a little bit, and
she also calls out Otto. She calls out Otto and his motives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And makes him really think about what was said to him and how it was said to him and how it was presented to him so fast after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And she really gives him an ultimatum.
Yep.
She says, I will marry Lenore, but you got to get rid of that motherfucker Otto, because there's no way he's going to stop. He's going to keep trying to get me out of the problem. So he got to go. If you want me to do what you want me to do, get rid of that nigga.
Yeah. And that's sad that she's this teenager and she's having to direct you because you're dumb. But,
yep.
Because you don't know who to trust. You don't know how to have people around you to give you wise advice.
Exactly.
And, because, you believe, everyone's good and has my best interest at heart. No, they have their own best interest at heart. And we know Plato always had his own best interest at heart. And so then we go into the next scene where Viserys calls Plato into the small council room and relays the story of his father, who was Balon
the Brave.
Yeah. And how he became Hand of the King.
mm-hmm.
And then for Jaehaerys, and then died 5 days later. He's like, no, that's not right. So, and then all of a sudden you're there. And yes, he was. And we've heard Hobart talk about having him in the right place and pushing him up. And this is what you need to be doing. And this is, you need to be, getting control of the situation so that your grandson is the king, kind of thing. So somebody else want to jump in?
Just the fact that I think Cersei said it earlier, is like, why did it take all of this for you to get to a point where you are just not realizing that this nigga has been like self-serving, you know, himself and his own family. Like, why are you just not realizing as the king that, you know, he placed his daughter under you right after your wife died? Like, what did he call it? A welcome distraction or something? A calculated distraction. And he said, well, I'm just now realizing how calculated it was. Like, nigga, that was the most obvious thing to let you know that man was trying to put himself, his family, his daughter, whoever, in a position of power. So for like the Sarahs to be like, oh, you know, I'm just now realizing how calculated that shit was. Like, I guess better late than never, but damn, nigga, like, you already all this shit now is in motion, but you're not realizing this shit.
Especially since they're in a time of like semi-peace. The biggest thing that they've had happening are ugly ass crabby people, which Corliss took care of. Corliss and Jamin took care of. And it's like, what is your mind occupied with? You're not in open rebellion. You're not in any type of wars.
He said he was grieving. 10
years of feast and tourney, though.
You grieving from the wife that you killed. Nigga,
It's been 10 years of peace and prosperity, and I don't know how fucking prosperous it's been because the niggas really just been spending the money. But you know, long story short, he looked at fucking Otto in the face and said, "Keep God in life, fuck nigga."
And he did.
Oh man! And you know, they walk us out of. I think the last thing that we see in this episode is the tea being delivered. Deletus is fucking born. Goddamn 2 years ago now. But so we see Melos coming down the hall with the tea, and he comes into Rhaenyra's chambers. He like, fuck your old ass doing in here. Like,
right.
Fuck I'm doing in here. Fuck you doing in here. I got something for your little hot ass. And he's like, yeah, you know. He was like, yeah, shit, I brewed this shit just right, bitch. You know, I'm real good with the wrist with this shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't brew what? He was like, shit, if you brew the shit too weak, you won't get your desired result. If you brew the shit too strong, I might kill both of y'all ass. Long story short, bitch, drink the tea. Drink the tea, bitch. What he
and then when he said it's from your father.
He
said it's from your daddy.
for any unwanted consequences. I love the way these niggas talk, man. They little sarcasms. That shit be so fucking funny.
Yeah. It definitely took me back to Varys. I'm like, that was a Varys line.
Unwanted consequences.
That damn verse.
So,
that was the end of the episode.
Yeah, that was the end of the episode. So we got through
that tea, you feel me?
Episode 4. Episode 5 opens up with Damon standing up in the tail. So who want to take that one?
Listen.
That nigga said, what are we celebrating? Ding, ding. My divorce.
Ding, ding, ding. So yeah, welcome to Damon's divorce rock party. Rock, crash.
So, Lady Rhea Royce, you know, she's riding out for a hunt, and she's met somewhere out in the field by, is it her uncle Gerald Royce?
No, her cousin.
Gerald Royce. You know, they exchange a brief word. He like, yeah, bitch, let me go hunt with you. She's like, nah, I don't really fuck with you. Like, talking about I got it. You know, she rides off. Unexpectedly, she rides up on this nigga in the hood, and it's like, bitch, just turn the horse. Turn the fucking horse. She walk up on this nigga Damon, and she started letting it go off. I'm talking about that mouth started going off ripping. I immediately understood why Damon got the fuck out of the veil. Cause like, why? Calm down. Like she started ripping his ass.
Okay, wait now. He dipped and left her right after they wed. He didn't even
consummate. What if she was doing that shit at first, though, Celestia? What if she came in like that? Because if that's how she came in,
but we can't assume that. I ain't gonna let you do it like that.
Assuming
she died real fucked up, so I'm not gonna let you do it like that.
Valerian, you said she had a mouth on her.
She was ripping that nigga, dog. I believe she was doing that shit off rip just because how she did her cousin. She was like, man, I want to fucking hunt with you, nigga. Like, man, she was a bitch. She was a bitch. I feel Damon. Damon, what if Leslie was here? He would feel.
You got a point. She was kind of Okay.
Damon was right.
But maybe he was annoying.
So
You don't
she
know.
talking that shit, and she
said,
was
"Where
like,
that sheep, nigga?"
Man. She said the sheep might be willing, even if I'm not. What, you come to consummate the marriage? Nigga, fuck you. So, she's still talking that shit, and like as she's in the midst of talking shit, it's like her fucking gears started turning. She was like, wait a minute. What you? And she reached for a fucking her little bow and arrow and shit. Damon all he really did was like just kind of went forward just enough to startle the horse. Mm-hmm. The horse rears back and falls all the way backwards on her ass. Like that shit was great. That was a fucked up way to go. And then imagine being paralyzed from the neck down and still talking that motherfucking shit. Like, I'm glad he bastard got it. She deserved it.
Now that's the part where I knew. I was like, oh, she really got a mouth on her. Because you still talking that stuff and you're literally about to die.
Was out there, she couldn't goddamn move. But the one fucking thing she figured out how to move was her fucking mouth. Goddamn, no wonder Damon got out on her ass.
You know what? I ain't gonna let y'all do that girl like that.
Word, look at what was that last comment? Who said that shit? Somebody.
Emily. She said, I knew you couldn't finish.
Look at that. Hey, why he bounced? And she started talking.
So, they cut to Viserys and them headed over to see the sea snake, and Viserys ass struggling on that damn boat. I mean, his face might as well
so down bad. He is so down.
He was
bad.
down bad on that damn boat, which was actually hilarious because Ray was holding it down. She was looking a little peaked, but she held it down.
Lionel was looking at his ass like, nigga, ugh.
he handed him he was like,
nigga don't like you when he hand you some shit like this.
Right.
That's just wrong.
So, they show us briefly them on the boat, let us know they going to see the sea snake now, and then they cut over to Otto and Allison. Otto about to dip out. He done been giving his papers. He got his horse saddled up. He about to leave, and Allison come running out, tears in her eyes. Who want to take this conversation?
All I will say is, if Leslie was here, he would say Otto wasn't wrong. Otto was right.
Of course, he would say that.
And in the scope of this conversation,
he made some good points.
I tend to agree.
He made some good points.
I tend to fucking agree. Like, he knew what he was on, and at this point, even I don't think like a lot of what he was doing seems self-serving. And yeah, it probably is or was, but like the nigga was also right. Like, hey, they're not gonna accept her as a queen. If it comes to that, there's gonna be a war because the realm is gonna be divided. There's gonna be people that don't want to see her as queen. That's not me saying that. That's just what it is, and he's just telling his daughter like that's just what it is. So
she's gonna have to kill your babies to do it.
Because of that, you better pray. You better either seek. You better seek mercy. Goddamn it, because she's gonna have to kill your children.
Here's the problem. But here's the problem. Why does she have children for Rhae to kill? She could have married a lord. She could have married plenty of people, but because Otto wanted power, this is what you've set up for her. So while I give him props that everything he's saying is true, it's his fault that she's in the position that she's in. It's your fault that your grandkids might get killed by their sister. That's you.
Facts.
Oh.
And to answer that comment, no, I don't think that's who Rhaenyra is. I don't think Rhaenyra is anybody that would, like intentionally harm kids.
I'm gonna quote Tupac. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. We see during this whole show. So anybody is capable of anything when the right pressure is applied.
Well, the problem with that is I don't think Ray is, but Dae is, and we know what we about.
We know that he will.
No, we know she is too. She's done some sketchy shit throughout not at this point, but throughout. Up to the point we've seen, she's done sketchy shit. She's capable of it. Yeah. She just hadn't gotten to that point yet. In
even in this moment though, when we see Otto and Allison having this conversation, like even Allison is like blaming. She's like, "Nigga, this your fault. You getting kicked. Like it's your fault. You shouldn't have pushed for Aegon to be the heir. Like this is your doing. You did this." So And he basically, he's just wanted her to incoming water come. Like, all right, yeah, I did it, but shit, you better protect your kid, bitch. I'm gone.
So we go from this conversation to
Rhae and V at high tide.
Oh, yeah.
Lenore
Yeah.
and his lover. Oh, that's what you said. So they out there, yeah.
He training with his little friend.
Oh, I skipped past Gucci Cat. Sorry,
Who is it? Who is it, Valeria?
Gucci Cat Joffrey.
Hey man,
So-
don't do our guy Theo Nate like that. We had little Theo on the show,
Right.
Even though he played
Look, Cuz was on the show with us.
little Theo.
So they send the kids out to greet Viserys them, and the hand is like, "What the fuck? Like, that's what we doing? Like, this ain't how you greet the king. What the fuck wrong with y'all?" But
I
they
feel like there was. Do you feel like it was a? I mean, I know.
oh,
why Claire was
absolutely.
cool, but it was a flare. Like Lena, you passed up Lena. Well,
Yeah,
she's
that
gonna
was a
be the one
slight.
to greet you.
That was a slight.
Absolutely.
That was a definite slight. Let me send my daughter out there. Going out there, baby. Put the dress on. That nigga ain't no better than Otto. These niggas be pimping their fucking
Put
daughter.
your mother's dress on.
Put your mama's dress on and go out there and greet them niggas, baby.
Absolutely.
Show them you ain't 12 no more.
Jesus.
So they cut back to Allison, and here come old Slewfoot Larry, right?
Ooh.
Lurking Larry.
The first fucking line out of his mouth is some conniving ass shit, an outsider amongst the natives. And you know, he's talking about the fucking shrubbery, but we know what the fuck he's getting at.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, this nigga speaking in code and shit. So basically, this is the Clubfoot aligning himself with Allison, making her aware that, hey, I be lurking around this motherfucker listening to shit. I be hearing some shit. So he kind of went into is this where he told about the teeth?
Yeah.
It
This
is.
where he spilled the fucking teeth. Literally. You know,
I hope she's okay. I know she had tea sent to her room late last night.
Clutching his fucking pearls. Get on my damn nerve, boy. Clutch that damn foot. Fucking face.
Right. Clutch that foot, nigga.
Get your ass out the face.
What
Straighten
annoyed
your shoes
me
out.
about that scene was you just got through with your daddy pointing out to you you've been manipulated, and here you go, you still being manipulated, and you ain't
Easily.
It's just so
pinpoint.
That was so easy. It was so
girl.
easy. He basically in 1-2 minute conversation pledged his allegiance as her spy in the capital and snitched on Rhaenyra in the Moon Tea.
But at this point, she's not thinking about, okay, so what is he getting out of this? What is he going to want? Because that comes back to bite her later.
Yep.
They
cut back to High Tide.
Hey, Corliss with the shit, bro. That shit's so funny. Just the fact that, okay, first you had your daughter and them go out and meet these niggas. Then when they come in, you just sitting at your little throne like that nigga didn't stand up till they was like halfway in the room.
It was real disrespectful now. It was very disrespectful.
Corliss is with this shit. And then Rhaenys, the way she bust up in the fucking room, like it's like that shit was just funny to me. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
But then the way she looked at his hand, like, oh.
Because he got
three. How you doing? How do you feel?
Yeah, like wild.
Auntie Niecy did look at him like, ew.
Mahalo. Yeah, she should have just said mahalo, Viserys.
Look, and then they immediately go to talking about fucking Rhea Royce and you know accidentally breaking her shit. And what was funny, you know, like we see the scene happen, you know, we see her fall off the horse. But what Rhaenys says was so fucking funny to me. She was like, yeah, she fell from her horse and broke her neck and her skull.
Yeah. and made a point to point out she's a great, she's a great, what does she call her? A great hunter?
Yeah,
or a great rider.
Great hunter and a great rider. It's like, mighty unfortunate. And they just kind of glossed over that shit. Like, yeah, damn, that's crazy. Must have fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
can't get up.
But Unc was like,
but Sarah was like, damn, I want to talk about this shit.
so Corliss said, well, since you want to segue, let's talk about these last names, nigga. Like,
yeah, but
is it gonna be Valerian on the throne, or is it gonna be Targaryen? Like, which one is it gonna be?
Hey, look, before he even got to the last name, my nigga, first question. The succession, my nigga. Who the fuck get the kingdom after all of this?
Let me make sure it's still Rhae before I say you can have Laenor.
Right.
Who get to be the king after all this shit, my nigga? I bet. Okay, so it'll pass down to whoever their child is, regardless of. And you notice when Viserys said that, he was like, it will pass to their children through Rhaenyra, regardless of gender. Rhaenys smirked at that shit. She kind of scoffed at that shit. Like, you notice anytime anybody says anything regarding Rhaenyra's claim or anything about a woman being in power, Rhaenys always scoffs at that shit. She's like, all right, bet y'all will see. Right. That's kind of her attitude with that shit. She's like, all right, bet y'all niggas will see.
So they cut away from that to Rhae and Laenor walking on the beach chatting, and she like, giving him the rundown of how she thinks shit should be. Like she eased into basically letting him know, nigga, I know you not checking for me like that. Like, and I'm cool. We cool.
Niggas is talking about ducks and gooses, but we know they not talking about ducks and gooses.
Die as you long.
Right. She like, you can do what the hell you want to do. I know you don't prefer the Bucci. I mean, you prefer the Bucci cat. So
y'all killing me with the goddamn.
You can get that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do my thing over here. So they make an agreement. They cool. So then we cut back to Sea Snake and Auntie Niecy. And this conversation was funny to me.
The shit was
laughing.
Cause it's just funny because Rhaenys is like, that nigga gay.
Right. I literally wrote that down. I said, nigga, stop playing. You know that boy like ding-a-ling.
She was just carrying on with whatever little duty she was doing in the kitchen. She just said that shit so regular. She was like, no, you know that nigga gay. And Corliss ass talking about, oh yeah, he's young. He'll grow out of that shit. That like, no, my boy.
No, he won't.
You don't grow out of that, my boy.
That's not like asthma or bronchitis. You don't grow out that shit.
So
he's still.
But Rhae was really worried about his safety, though. Like, yeah, you ain't worried about,
and rightfully so, because her thing is, how are they going to produce heirs? And we literally see this come back to haunt everyone. So
yep.
Which I think this is why, of course, there was a shit ton of blowback because Corliss was made to be a black man. And in the book, he, some people was like, oh, well, they don't specify whether he was black or white. There are some things in the book that kind of, it's not direct, but it kind of implies it indirectly that he's a white guy, obviously. But I think the show writers did this shit intentionally, making him a black man, not only because Steve Toussaint was the best person for the job, obviously, but because it would have created like this strife of knowing, like, obviously that ain't that nigga's kids. So I think all of that was on purpose too. So
I like the way it turned out.
Facts.
It was clearly evident they weren't his kids.
Facts.
So
and then, like you were saying, Rhaenys fully understands that are gonna come with Rhaenyra, not only her claim to the throne, but them being in a situation where they're gonna be expected to produce heirs like shit fucking immediately. Like, okay, as soon as y'all get married, let's go, niggas. So
So then we see a quick scene with Laenor and his boo again. They talking about, what's to come. And he's indicating, well, since she know your tea, she got some tea of her own. Like
Miss ass. Had to be old messy ass nigga named Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Those queens were in the weeds, just being messy.
out there wrestling and frolicking and shit.
Skipping among the dunes.
All right, let me hit y'all with another. All right, so boom. So we back on the boat, going back to King's Landing. And you know what I'm saying? Ray out there chilling like she looking out onto the ocean. And here come Kristen Cole, little bitch ass. So she like, oh, you can't sleep either? He like, I needed to see you, shouty. So she said, I want to see your ass too, daddy. So he like, you know, I know you a little bit now because you done told me some shit over the years and I know you don't really want this shit. Like, Lenore cool and all, but you ain't picked that nigga. And she like, true. So he's like, you know, I used to work down at the port and I know all about the ships going and coming. And, you know, they got some nice oranges down there in Florida and shit. And she like, what's up, nigga? Like, you asking for PTO? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? And he like, no, like, I'm saying, why don't you come run away with me and shit? Like, leave all this shit. Let's just go travel, see the world, do whatever we like. Like, you know, I'm on some old jagged edge. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. What we gonna do? She looked at that nigga. She was like, bless your little heart. Like, that's so
oranges.
Wait, I'm getting it. She's like, but nigga, I am the crown. And you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna leave all this shit for some oranges and some ragged ass cruise ships. Nigga, I am marrying Lenore. He got dragons and shit. What the fuck you got? Like, but he don't like pussy though, so we good. Like, we can still get down. And he was like, you want me to be your little hoe? She like, but it ain't like that. Don't say it like that. You ain't gonna be my hoe. Like, and he just walks off. He pissed off. He throw a little tantrum. And he like, I threw away my oath for this bullshit. And he storms out. And she
Had
was like,
tears in his eyes and everything.
Man,
he was upset. He was upset about this shit.
Dario would never.
Get out your feelings, nigga. This shit bigger than both of us.
Dario would never.
He looked greasy too. Like, did you take a shower before you proposed?
He is an oily guy. He's, I don't know. He's it's weird.
He oily in more ways than
That
one.
nigga
Later
said,
on in this episode,
that nigga said he always wanted to know where the ships with the oranges and goddamn cinnamon in the hole. and really thought that girl was finna forsake her royal life for some goddamn oranges in Essos.
We have Tyrus to thank for his triple P plan.
I forgot about that.
Penis, passion fruit, and poverty.
I forgot.
What is that?
That's what I forgot.
he said that. He said he out here offering her penis, passion, food, and poverty.
Literally. Facts. Literally.
Oh God. Oh, that's the Ray followed it up.
Oh shit! Was like his logic was that if I broke my oath by doing what I did with you, and the way for me to get my honor back for said broken oath is to break it further by just leaving this shit all together, not serving the king or none of that shit, and just running the fuck away, and that'll get my honor back.
Noir said, and where the fuck was she gonna park her dragon in his ghetto ass neighborhood?
A fact. Ain't nowhere to park dragons in Essos, nigga. Ain't got no dragon pit over there, nigga.
How you gonna take the girl from the palace to Section 8?
Man, on a boat. She has a dragon. She can fly, bro. You want her to
that's
get
like
on a boat.
taking your Maybach to Crenshaw Avenue.
Oyster shells and
Oysters, clams, and cockles.
So Kristen get his feelings hurt. He bitch up real quick.
One last thing on Kristen. The fact that in this time, like Rhaenyra is she's still between like 18 and 20. So like, nigga, you mad at a teenager.
How old was he?
And he's not much older.
Is he like 26, 25?
I don't know. We know at this time point he's older because I mean we've already passed a good 5 years of time since we started episode 1, and you know he was at least
like 23, 24, somewhere around there.
Man, a fucking teenager, nigga. Fuck out of here. Man.
So they return to the castle. Alicent summons Sir Kristen after. Now she sees Viserys pass the hell out when he get off
they said get the leeches for that nigga. Get the leeches for that nigga, man.
But not only that, she ain't go check on him. She didn't send nobody to ask about him. She was like, go get Kristen. Like, it wasn't even, she was not concerned with what the hell was going on with Viserys.
His old ass would be
still trying to figure out what the hell happened the night that old girl snuck out of the castle. So, like, she is so unbothered.
She wasn't even concerned with that baby crying. She was just like,
huh?
She told the little servant, here, take this crying ass baby with you.
She threw the baby like Precious's mama.
Ballin'. She shot that bitch.
Wow.
Ah, damn.
So she summons Sir Kristen. He comes in. She trying to ease her way into getting him to squeal about what happened that night.
And he tell on himself like a goddamn.
He tells on himself.
He sings like a canary. Like, boy.
And she didn't even fucking know that shit. She asking about some whole other shit.
That was not singing like a canary. That was singing like Pavarotti. I mean, he just, and hit that high key all the way down. Okay.
That's how that nigga went to singing. That nigga filleted himself.
He did. He told it all too.
He handed her the knife. Like, boy.
That nigga say,
I fucked up my oath.
Alicent didn't even really get into it. Like talking about, she was like, "Yeah, I heard some shit went down. One night.
I did it.
Man, you know what? Shit, I did that unholy shit. She made me. She pulled the pussy out, and I was like, oh shit.
I took my cloak off and folded it.
Like, damn, nigga, we weren't even on that type of time. Alicent sitting there the whole time, like, oh really? Okay, nigga. This nigga talking about, yeah, don't guilt me or torture me. Just give me a clean death. She the whole time, she like, bro, I wasn't even on that type of time. But all right, babe,
right.
You're dismissed. I'll see you later.
And he like,
Johnson, I ain't fooling with you.
All right, so then we get to
this one Melo's like, bring the leeches.
Yes, I was gonna say this is the scene you were talking about earlier.
I don't know why, but I've been waiting on these goddamn leeches. Cause all while dead ass was like, hey, I've been in the lab, I've been studying, I've been reading, doing my homework, just like we have to do as a people. We got to do all this extra fucking shit just to even be considered for the goddamn position. Or while I've been working his motherfucking ass off in these books and this medicine and concocted some shit that all this nigga got to drink this shit 2 or 3 times, bring his ass right back to life. And Melo's like,
nah.
Put the leeches on that nigga. That nigga love the leeches.
The leeches love him.
Luckily, and thankfully, OY had enough sense to hand that shit to Lionel, and Lionel gave the shit to Viserys to take, because he'd have still been under them goddamn leeches fucking with Melos.
Yeah.
So he's talking. Viserys is talking. He's worried about his legacy. The hand is trying to like soothe him, calm him down. Next thing you know, we get to the royal wed. Shit pops off at the royal wed.
Man, Melee's is fast as fuck. That's a fast ass dragon. Yeah. Rhaenys dragon, she flew through that bitch like a goddamn nighthawk. Shit. They came in on some power shit though, like just how the Valarians pulled up. We'll get to that in a minute. But
hey, that walk,
man. Goddamn Rhaenys and Laenor pulled up first on Dragonback with the rest of the ships coming through on some shit. Man, I'm like, okay, come on with it then.
Because not all Rhaenys are invited to the cookout. Rhaenys is invited to the cookout.
Auntie Niecy.
She got information, okay?
Hey, real quick though, because that hair was lame. And I know I'm ahead of myself, but that motherfucker came in on Dragonback. Did she have a fucking bonnet on or what?
And a brush in that mug.
Because hey, it wasn't a single fucking strand of hair on
Not a one.
A bonnet and some good edge control.
God damn, I just thought about that.
think it was?
Baby, you pulled up on Dragonback. How's that hair still in place? That girl must got her hair done at the Capitol after she got there. Fuck, you pull up on Dragonback, your hair still done.
So,
Idiot.
so what Jason Lannister up at the table telling
being fucking Jason Lannister.
Ugh, he is such a fucking Lannister. So Viserys and Ray looking at him like, get the fuck on.
Yeah,
So
bitch, go away.
He eventually leaves, and Sir Gerald Royce pull up, and he looking at well, no, Damon hadn't arrived yet, but he low key trying to kind of put it out there. Oh, hey, baby girl. He low key trying to put it out there that it's really a shame how old girl died in the Vale. Like, she was magnificent. She was one of a kind. And then here come who came in? Damon comes in late.
Damon ass, that nigga so funny. He's so sad. Why that nigga just walk in and smile? All he did was walk in and smile at Viserys.
And Viserys looking around like, no, this nigga didn't. Y'all see this?
Get this nigga a fucking chair, man. God damn.
Right.
I'm like, you don't see this nigga? So he walk his ass on up there, and Viserys like motions for them to bring him a chair.
She's smacking her daddy.
Oh, I missed it. Oh no.
He said, stop saying the bad words, Daddy.
So Christian Cole in the mix looking like a sourpuss on the sidelines.
I mean,
he was just waiting for the part so he could say I object.
Well, they weren't even supposed to. It was not supposed to be a ceremony that night. Like this was just the feast.
Yeah, right. Because it's 7 days of feast, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be
7
days of partying and then the wedding. So, Viserys stands up and he trying to address everybody. He cracking jokes and telling them what his plan is. And as he is talking, Alicent just show up. And
this is one of the best scenes, and this is one of the best scenes in the entire first season. This shit was very well written. This came directly from the book, and they fucking nailed that bitch. I forget first Alicent's the actress's name, but she ate. That bitch, she fucking ate. She 4 plus 4. She 6 plus 2. 7 plus 1. She ate that bitch. Just the way they set it up, like how she walked in, Viserys just immediately he stopped talking. He was just captivated. And then like the little theme music they had behind her shit, how that shit just dropped. Crowd stands up. Fucking Harwin and Clubfoot start talking, and Clubfoot is basically telling Harwin like, man, you know what color they beacon shines when it's time for Old Town to go to war, right? And Harwin's like, I'm guessing green. Yeah, that shit was a fucking declaration of war. It was beautiful. That shit was cold. That shit was cold as fuck. Alicent walked up on some petty shit. She looked dead every near and said, "Hello, stepdaughter." I said, "Oh, she trying to cut deep."
That was the first time she'd ever referred to her that way, so you knew she was coming with some old petty.
You know the energy she was on with that. She said, "What a great day this must be for you."
Yeah.
Stayed there at the fucking little funky ass dinner for like 10 minutes and got the fuck on down. That shit was beautiful.
And Ray was like, because the last conversation they had was a good conversation, and she had, given her false information about what she did and did not do. So
right, and she has no inclination that Clubfoot has given the information that he has given, and now Kristen Cole has given the information that he has given. So Alicent just on some full on is me and my folks in Old Town. It's the High Towers versus everybody. Fuck y'all.
Yep.
It was beautiful. I fucked the greens, but in that moment, the greens went up right there for a second. Goddamn.
Yeah, they did.
And she was the only fucking green at that point in time. But shit.
Ray said Alicent sunned her ass.
And did. And
She
fucking
did.
said,
As much as I don't like Allison, she did. She got that off.
She ate, and for that to be, this is the last episode where we see with Millie Alcock as Rhaenyra, and I cannot remember the fucking little actress's name that plays Allison, young Allison. But like this to be the last episode that we see of them in the roles. She went out with a fucking bang. She ate that scene.
So
and then Viserys proceeds to declare fucking 7 days of feasts and goddamn tournaments after that shit.
And so right after that, I think we have the dance with Ray and Laenor. And during that dance, Damon looking crazy, Kristen Cole looking crazy, and everybody kind of looking around at each other. Allison gets down at one point and goes to talk to her uncle. Her uncle indicates, we understand the assignment, we see you, and we got you. And so then Gerald rolls up on Day. And somebody give us that conversation real quick.
It's also at that point before Gerald and Day, that's when Joffrey notices Kristen.
Yeah.
It's during that dance.
Figures out who it is.
Exactly.
He's such a queen.
Yeah, it's a little messy ass. Like you didn't even have to do all of that. But we'll get there.
Who's the queen? Kristen Cole or Joffrey?
Joffrey.
But Joff in this moment, but both.
Yeah, it's Joff.
Big Joffrey energy. Cause like nigga, why are you even concerned with all of that?
Right.
Why is any of that even your concern? But
because he thinks he's being slick and he thinks he's putting them on notice. We see you. Well, we know you see us, but we want you to know we see you too.
Right, like he creates type of leverage. Like
and it can be mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
He thought he was being slick, but he didn't realize Kristen Cole had a screw loose.
Like nigga, I'm not on that type of time. Boy, I will kill you. That's one of them niggas that when they say that shit, you better fucking believe it.
Emily, don't start, little Leslie. No, Joff was not wrong, but still, we don't like him. He was being messy. Emily said, was Joff wrong though? No, Leslie.
Joff was wrong as shit because he ain't had no business. Especially, Joff was wrong in the sense of he didn't even know what he thought he knew. Because like you thinking that that's her paramour, that little shit between them is already over with and done. Right. So you on this type of time with this dude and he mad for some whole other shit. Like he's not even really mad about you. He mad because of this shit with her, and now you done brought this shit up in his fucking face.
Right.
I bet, nigga. Not to mention this nigga's already on some my honor, my oath. Oh, I broke my oath. Nobody can ever know I broke my oath. Oh, this guy knows I broke my oath. So okay, I'm gonna take care of that right here, right now. But you know.
So
he overplayed his hand.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
So to get to the point with Gerald Royce, he basically accuses Damon of murdering his cousin, Damon's wife, Rhea Royce. Damon, like, he was funny. He brought it up. He's like, damn, man. Damon was like, oh, yeah, I did hear about that. Quite unfortunate. Like, what you mean you did hear about your wife? Like, nigga.
Yeah, you heard about it after she stopped breathing.
Man, you heard that fucking rock crack her goddamn skull open when you bashed her with it, nigga. That's what you heard.
Her blood is on your boots, nigga.
Rumor has it that nigga kept the fucking rock as a goddamn contract. Like, nigga, you get the rock is in your room, nigga. Fucking divorce rock, man. Like, come on.
That's his divorce decree.
But the pettiest part about the whole shit was Damon was like, oh, well, shit, now that you mentioned, I'm glad you're here. Because I'm supposed to get that land, right? Like, don't I get Runestone? I think I get Runestone. Matter of fact, I'm right after this shit. I mean, immediately following this shit here, I'm going to fly on over to Runestone. Hopefully you'll be there. And I'm going to talk with Lady Jane. And I'm going to get my shit.
Yeah. And our boy was looking at him like, you motherfucker.
Man. And he couldn't do shit but walk off. All he could do was walk off. And it's like, you know you can't whoop his ass. So I don't even know. What did you intend to accomplish here, bud?
Right. I don't even know if you want to go home.
Wait a minute. Put that comment back up there. Somebody said Day gave him an O.J. Simpson moment. But if I did do it, y'all gonna make me y'all gonna make me cough again. Oh Lord.
We need to get you some of that shit from Orwild, Queen Mother.
I got my tequila right over here. I'm good.
See, you got your Orwild mixture. My girl.
So now we got the party is in full swing. Everybody do-si-doing, swinging their partner around and around. And Ray is dancing with her future baby daddy.
Damon found him another teenager.
Damon done went to Lane.
Not her husband, but her future baby daddy was different.
But this the thing, Lena kind of gave him the eye first, and he kind of smiled like, "Oh, she's killing me."
Lena is hot in the ass, little fast tail ass. Like, oh, I couldn't have been cordless. If you don't get your ass, get your goddamn ass, get your ass.
So everybody on the dance floor doing their thing. So Day interrupts Ray and her baby daddy. Her future baby daddy, and they have a heated exchange on the dance.
Her future what? No, ain't her baby daddy.
No, which one did it? When she was dancing with Harwin.
Oh,
yeah.
It was with her, yeah. Her real baby daddy.
Her real baby
daddy.
Her actual baby daddy.
Yeah, her husband is one thing, her baby daddy is another.
Baby daddy.
Right.
So he interrupts them. And these two get into an argument on the floor. And, he basically is like, fuck you doing? Like, you don't want this shit. Like, what you doing? And she like, well, nigga, if you want me, come get me. You got a dragon. Roll up, nigga. Like, you talking a whole bunch of shit, but you put me in a fucked up position. You don't really care nothing about me. So they have this exchange on the dance floor. Different people watching them. Viserys watching them. Kristen trying to give them the side eye. What's his name? Watching Kristen. It's just a whole bunch of watching going on.
And whole time the little queen over there thinking he on some shit with Kristen because he felt like this was the time for him to go mention to Kristen Cole that, oh yeah, by the way, we got a secret, and I know everybody know our secret, but y'all got a secret too, and now we know y'all, so it would be mutually beneficial, and like basically patted the nigga on the shoulder and walked off type shit. Like, all right, be seeing you around, bud. Kristen said that with his fucking hand around the pummel of his fucking sword, like he want to draw down right fucking now.
I mean,
so we side hoes together.
I just don't like. Why did you feel the need to disclose that you knew what you knew? You didn't have to disclose that information, but.
You disclose it to who you needed to disclose it to, and you should have left it at that. He told Lenore that he should have left it at that. So next thing we know, a fight break out in the club. Everybody scattering, people hollering and screaming. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is buck wild. Viserys is like, "Where's Ray?" So he look at Harwin like, "Nigga, go get my daughter." So Harwin break through. He start busting ass. He go through. He find Ray. He sling over.
Harwin.
I love how fucking Lionel pushed the button on that shit. He didn't even have to say nothing. Lionel looked at Harwin and was like, and it's like just Harwin is the realest nigga in that bitch.
I'm so mad he got taken out.
Because for all that shit to be transpiring, and niggas seen Harwin coming, and niggas got the fucking shit, nigga. Harwin got there. Niggas got the fucking doing the swag surf to get out of Harwin's way in that bitch. And he came through
a few asses though on his way through.
He punched like two niggas. It was over with. Everybody go night night, nigga. And threw Rhaenyra over his fucking shoulder and walked the fuck out. Oh, God damn.
Yes, Harwin.
Lenore trying his best to help. Poor Lenore.
He didn't know who was getting attacked yet.
No.
So
he was oblivious to the fact that
wait.
No, he didn't know who it was till he saw the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did not know who it was till he saw him laying out dead, and he saw the ring, and then he looked.
Because he was fighting too hard to get back to that. Like he was trying to help him. Because I
don't think he knew who he was. I think he was trying to get Ray. He didn't know the little boy getting killed.
I think that nigga knew.
We will look at that again. We'll look at how to look at that again.
I think he knew. Basically,
what y'all chime in the comments? Do y'all think?
Yeah, what do y'all think?
Knew.
Kristen Cole was two-piecing both of them niggas up at the same time. It was like kind of jumping. And then Lenore was trying to get back in, and the folks that was like watching the action was like, "Fuck you, get your little punk ass over
right.
there somewhere." He was
Maybe
fighting.
the
He
surprise
was
was
fighting.
he didn't know he was dead.
He was fighting way too hard to get back to he knew what was happening. He knew that was Joffrey fighting Kristen. I don't know if he knew why. I don't know if he knew like Joffrey had went and told the shit that he told. But, like he was fighting way too hard to like try to help, Joffrey in that situation. The whole time,
I think he just realized he was dead.
He was getting fucking pummeled. Oh my God, he was just getting. Oh God, but that in that moment too, though, that was written in the book that whenever Laenor's lover died in that moment, that he was seen to be distraught. Basically, that's like an actual line that was written in the book where he broke down crying, which was basically like proof to everybody else, like, yeah, that nigga is what everybody think he is. Look how he crying over that little dude.
Right.
So that more or less, was what that was about. But shit, he pummeled the shit out of that dude.
He did. Like he lost. Cole lost his shit to the point the people that was right around was looking at him like, "Nigga, is you okay? Like, why are you beating that boy like that?" Like he lost it.
I was gone.
Man, that boy's face was punched in. It was just punched in like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So after
whole time this shit going on, Viserys dying. Viserys is fucking dying while all of this is going on, by the way.
He's literally having a blood pressure attack.
This nigga is fucking dying. He is dying on the table.
They killing his ass. They worrying him to damn death. Okay.
Literally.
So after he beats the shit out this boy, he gets up and stumbles off and disappears.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to go ahead and hurry up and have the wedding. Why, I do not know. Laenor is.
Hey, we got to get these niggas married now. Fuck them 7 days. Fuck
yeah.
Them. Just do it now. We can't wait. Fuck this shit. Somebody else gonna die. Type shit.
So Laenor is in shambles. Ray feeling bad because he in shambles and he just watched his lover get fucking killed. Everybody else,
goddamn head.
Everybody else is happy to just hurry up and get this shit the fuck over with. It was the worst wedding ever. But I guess it was the best one we've seen where nobody involved in the wedding party got killed.
Right.
But I will say this: a nigga named Joffrey always dying on some crazy shit at a wedding.
You're right.
Now, don't forget.
Moral of the fucking story: don't go to the wedding if your name is Joffrey.
Exactly.
Now, don't forget that Kristen Cole was about to kill himself in the garden out by the Weirwood tree. And Alicent stopped him.
That's where we are now.
He was right in the middle of King. He was about to King Tommen himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be goddamn if Alicent didn't come through and save him from the King Tommen.
So Kristen?
No. That was not a King Tommen. King Tommen would have been, jumping out the window. I'm just speaking from a suicide standpoint. This was a Shogun kind of thing because he was about to do the Harikiri, and he had his knife and everything, and had laid stuff out in the garden.
That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Give me the Tommen.
So
give me that Tommen.
He's about to do that Shogun
Throw me
thing.
out the fucking window.
No, give me some milk of the poppy. Give me the long goodbye.
Alicent stops him from shanking himself.
They fuck around and get your ass to strangle her by mistake. Your ass be like King Joffrey. Damn, I thought that was the milk of the poppy.
And then
it don't matter because I'm dead.
Mess around with Bailey's ass.
I don't know.
The episode ends with Viserys falling out and everybody running to his aid. And that's how we end episode 5.
Some people say that the ending of that episode is alluding to, I think, an episode that we're going to see in season 2. But I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they were. So,
I haven't heard that.
Blood and cheese. That's all I say. Blood and cheese. So.
Well, we're going to look forward to it. It's coming soon.
How we get up out of this?
So, we had to knock out 2 episodes for y'all tonight. Somebody talking about, damn, that was fast. Well, we had to get it in, but we didn't want to hold y'all all night. So
that's what she said.
An hour and a half.
Leslie today.
We doing good. We doing good.
Accurate amount of time.
We've gone longer on one episode, so I feel like
we have.
Cause this shit could have been 2.5 hours, easy.
Yep. So,
Let's
Queen
last.
Mother, you have anything you'd like to share before we get off of here for the night?
How do I lead this motherfucker?
Yeah, so tonight is the finale for the show Parish, starring Giancarlo Esposito. Really good show. It was only 6 episodes. I loved it. And we'll be going to watch it. So next week we'll start season 2 of Interview with the Vampire in that time slot, I think 9:00 on AMC Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Some other stuff that's coming up is The Boys season 4 is coming up June 13th, I think. Season 3 of the Mayor of Kingstown, and it has a Game of Thrones connection. So if you haven't seen Mayor of Kingstown, go find it, go watch it. Littlefinger is on there. Littlefinger, and he's an Irish mobster.
Yep.
So Aidan Gillen is killing it on there.
Very much Littlefingering.
Yeah. Gosh, what else? The Bad Batch finished its episodes this week with episode 15. I liked it. I got to go back and watch it again. I just kind of skimmed through it, but it landed on a very upbeat note. So with the possibility of like Omega kind of going on some adventures and different things. So that was good. So that's about all. I'm just trying to catch up on some TV and relax for a minute and getting ready for 2 weekends of other stuff. So if you don't see me next weekend or the weekend after that on the 19th, I'll be back.
Okay.
If anybody went to the Derby this past weekend, I want to see your pictures.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I pulled up. I was out there. I was on the fucking
Nigga.
I was on goddamn Valerian, the light skinned dread the second.
You were on Mystic Dan. Yeah, it was a wonderful time. That's all I have. Just
So we ain't gonna be here next week, right?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's Mother's Day.
F these kids.
Well,
you all know.
But season 2 starts on Father's Day, I believe.
It does.
So,
because that's the day I fly back home, but I'm gonna be on.
Shit, that's a live recap.
I fly back from Aruba on that day. Yeah, it's a live recap.
That's a live recap. We got to get on that.
Yeah,
hey, my baby boy might be here too. Shit.
So we might need to do another 2-episode thing on the 19th.
Yeah.
If we're not going to be here next week for Mother's, because
we're just gonna have to do 5 and 6 2 weeks from now.
Yep. Okay, well, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah,
we appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thank y'all.
And if we don't see you all next week for Mother's Day, we'll see you with 2 episodes the week after that. So we'll let you know for sure in the group.
Bye, niggas.
Bye, y'all.